Welcome to the Jeremiah Show, Grown Man Speaking. Allow yourself to listen with intention.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Jeremiah Show, Grown Man Speaking. I'm your host, Jeremiah Parker, and today we're kicking off with our episode titled Rebuild Yourself. Let your focus be on you every day. You know, there's something powerful about dedicating time each day to focus on you, to rebuild and nurture yourself. It's an empowering concept that often gets lost in our fast-paced world. But the truth is, to truly give our best to others, we first got to invest in ourselves. Let's talk about how dedicating even a small part of your day to yourself can make a world of difference. I was reading this story recently about a young woman who felt constantly drained and unfulfilled. She was always doing for others and rarely took any time for herself. She decided to start each day with just 15 minutes of her time, using it to meditate and plan her day. It's amazing how quickly she noticed a change in her mood and productivity. Now, I know we can't all spend hours on self-care every day, but even those small moments make a difference. It's like charging a battery. You can't run forever on empty. What I love about her approach is that it's realistic. We're busy, but surely we can steal a moment here and there for our own well-being, right? You know, one of the primary things about focusing on yourself is developing self-awareness. When was the last time you truly checked in with yourself? We hear a lot about mindfulness these days, but really, it's all about paying attention to what's happening inside. You can start by asking yourself simple questions. How am I feeling today? Or what's been on my mind recently? It's surprising how often we ignore these things in favor of outwardly directed concern. But by understanding where you stand emotionally and mentally, you can set clearer expectations for your day and deal with life's curveballs more effectively. Let's talk about goal setting. We've all heard it before, set SMART goals. But I want to go deeper than that. How personalized are your goals? Are they influenced by someone else's expectations or a reflection of what you truly want for yourself? Constructing goals should be a personal journey. They're milestones on your path to self-improvement. For example, rather than setting a goal to run a marathon because everyone else is doing it, think if running is truly what excites you. Perhaps you thrive in nature, and hiking up a mountain gives you that sense of accomplishment. Tailoring your goals helps keep them meaningful and motivates you to achieve them. Another essential element of self-focus is gratitude. Now, I know it might sound a bit cliche, but there's scientific backing to just how transformative gratitude can be. You might keep a gratitude journal, noting down 3 things you're thankful for each day. It's a simple act, but elevates your mood and helps reduce stress by shifting your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. I remember hearing from an old friend who faced some tough times, and it was gratitude that kept him grounded. By focusing on the small blessings, even amidst challenges, he was able to tackle problems with a more positive mindset. A common complaint is, I don't have time. But let me ask you this. How much time do we spend catering to distractions, be it social media, unnecessary debates, or simply procrastination? What if we reduced just a fraction of that time and devoted it to self-care? It doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be as simple as reading a book, taking a walk, or sitting in silence without any agenda. Each of these activities can recharge you in ways you might not have considered. There's an analogy I like to use about airplanes. You know how they tell you to put on your oxygen mask first before helping others? Life is kind of like that. We've got to ensure we're breathing right before we can be of any service to those around us. It's not selfish to prioritize yourself. It's necessary. When you're in a good place, mentally and physically, you become more capable of offering genuine help and support to others. Let's get into a hypothetical scenario. Imagine a day where you decide to exclusively focus on what you want to achieve regardless of outside pressures. You start with a morning routine that energizes you, doing activities that matter solely to you. Maybe later in the day, you block off time for a project that's personally rewarding. Ending your day, perhaps you reflect on your achievements. How different would that feel compared to a day dictated by obligations to others? This isn't to say you ignore responsibilities, but to find a balance where you've got a slice of the day just for you. And beyond the everyday, focusing on yourself can translate into long-term resilience. I look at personal development like a muscle. The more you work on yourself today, the stronger and more adaptable you become for tomorrow. You are essentially equipping yourself with the tools to face whatever comes your way. It's about building a reserve of strength, patience, and understanding that help tackle life's unpredictable nature. I often advise friends and listeners to create a self-care menu for themselves. Think of it as a list of activities or habits that make you feel good, which you can choose from based on your mood or needs of the day. When you're stressed but short on time, maybe choose a 5-minute meditation. If you've got an hour, you might go for a bike ride or cook a favorite meal. This kind of flexibility ensures your self-care isn't an obligation, but something you look forward to. In closing, remember that focusing on yourself is not a one-time event. It's a continuous journey of discovery and growth. You're an ever-evolving work of art, and it's important to treat yourself with kindness and patience. Every day offers a new opportunity to learn something about yourself and to make a small step toward the life you want. Be compassionate with your progress and trust the process, because every effort counts.
Family, if you've been rocking with the Jeremiah Show, Grown Man Speaking, then you already know this podcast is about real talk, real growth, and real men becoming better every day. But this movement only grows when we grow it together. So if you value the game, the honesty, and the wisdom we drop here, support the show by grabbing the paperback, the ebook, or the audiobook. Every purchase helps this platform stay independent, stay authentic, and stay speaking to the men who need it most. Hit the link, get your copy, and keep the conversation going. Grown Man Speaking. Listen with intention.
So that wraps up our discussion for today. I hope this conversation encourages you to carve out those essential moments for yourself each day. Let today's insights simmer and consider how you can incorporate them into your life. Thank you for joining me on the Jeremiah Show, Grown Man Speaking. I can't wait to delve into more topics centered around empowering and rebuilding oneself. So stay tuned for more. Until next time, keep growing, keep striving, and most importantly, keep focusing on you.
Thank you for tapping in to the Jeremiah Show, Grown Man Speaking. Until next time, move with purpose and listen with intention.